No. Words. Words. Describe. I should have said. The poem. So beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. The people need to see what I see. They need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar Sun our starship planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, CAD, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space timelines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she merges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen.
Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. Om Mahalakshmi Mrudapriya Maharupa Mahapudya Mahapadakhanashini Mahamaya Mahasattva Mahashakti Maharati Mahabhuta Maheshwarya Mahavidya Mahabara Mahabuddhi Mahasiddhi Mahayogeshwareshwari Mahatantra Mahamantra Mahayantra Mahasana Mahayagatramaradhya Om Mahabhairava Pudita Maheshwara Mahakalpaka Mahatandava Sakshini Mahakavesha Mahisi Mahatripura Sundari Chatushshti Upachararya Chatushshti Kalamayi Mahachatushshti Koti Yogini Ganasevita Chilling back. No. Words. Words. God, I should have said, oh, so beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. Look, people need to see what I see. They need to see.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law.
Okay. I love the contrition. maybe May sunflower, the killer pea and blackwood. You're just Anna Marie, singing green, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota, and I am also a French, English, and German. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennium golden rule as the law of Alltimate of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Welcome to our early in the days, the sunny hours broadcast, the first one of today. Today, I am looking in the right direction, and most of you are looking in the wrong direction as we finish this month of Janus. The name Jan can be both a female and a male name, and it implies that there's some balance potential in the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And we're moving into the month of February, which is the month of Valentine's Day and what we've been calling President's Day. But I call it, and want you to call it, your day as co-secretary generals, co-saviours, cosmic Christs, who with me have, via the new millennial golden rule that you have seen and heard that I have delivered at 5050now.wordpress.com and has been embraced by the white buffalo calf women of North America as your new law of your entire planet. It is the law that the Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe has given to you through me, the first but not last or only cosmic Christ, because my job is to transform the hearts, souls, minds, and bodies of those that I love the most and those that I love all, which is everyone, because Goddess God does love everyone, to a paradigm shift for the planet Earth that will allow divine democracy based in every love and respect thy female and male neighbor on the planet Earth and all of the planets who we will be connecting with very soon via the star gates. I bring you these broadcasts from Silver, which I now called Silver and Golden Spring, or Springs, Mary Land. I am a direct descendant, as are other people of my family, of Mariam of Magdala and Mariam of Nazareth's families. and all of their kin, famous and less famous. That it certainly includes Jesus, but it also includes his sisters, Salome and Miriam, and his brothers, James, and there likely are others. It includes the risen descendants of his cousins and cousins, including Thomas, who I will reveal to you is in the giving of common sense of January 1776, was behaving as a risen apostle of not the state-controlled patriarchal Christianity that you were given as the phony baloney Christianity, but the real Christianity, which loves all people regardless of boundaries and nationality, and loves and respects female and male equally. The common sense that was thrown away in the Constitution of 1789, that was given to you by a bunch of mostly old men who were big businessmen and plantation owners who kept their wives out, even though Abigail Adams specifically asked her hubby to let her in. Nope, didn't happen. All the women were kept out, and so were the indigenous, and all the people who were here of color brought under a terrible system of colonialism were allowed to be called slaves instead of the equal representatives that was given to them in common sense. And also, there was a property requirement attached to public service. And there is today, is there not? You look at your puppet politicians, and my dears, you know there is a property requirement for their getting onto television. I am telling you, I broadcast from silver, become golden spring, because it was the home of the invention of television. And I am the risen wife of the inventor, Grace Love. That really is her name, and it is my mission to give humanity a grace period so they can achieve love empowerment and bring peace and prosperity to everyone on the planet Earth, and open up the stargates and enjoy it with eternal youth as members of the Q continuum, the equinoxes of Stargate and the true Qs of Star Trek combined. This is not impossible. This is very easy. You simply have to embrace the new millennial golden rule. Go to 5050now.wordpress.com and you will see it there, and you will know that all you have to do is do that, share that, and then look just below it for the 11 steps, the 11 steps. We are in the 11th month, or the 12th month beginning of the ancient calendar of Atlantis. And we are at a time where we can look forward instead of backward. We can look forward to parity instead of backward to patriarchy. You can do it. It's real simple. And the way you do it is, we have to remember that yesterday was the celebration of the family of Kasturba and Mohandas Kapadia Gandhi of India, who managed a revolution without any violence, without a shot, without any guns. They got the British to leave without a shot. We went to the guns in North America. We think that that's the way to stop tyranny. But that's only the way to stop tyranny when women are not involved as full partners. When women are involved as full partners, you don't need guns. So that's why the new millennial golden rule is a combination of common sense, delivered in January 1776, and satyagraha, given to the people of India by Kasturba and Mahatma Gandhi in the 1940s, so recently. Had the people of the world heeded the message of that deliverance of India globally, and read what this family wrote about women, they would know that since the 1940s, we have had the opportunity to do what
Costa Rica did, abolished the armies. They also have something closer to gender parity now. Abolish the armies. Instead of arming ourselves to the hilt with nuclear weapons and tanks and guns and all the kinds of stuff that show that the women are malfunctioning. Now, I want to say something very, very confrontive. It is the women of North America who are passing on patriarchy instead of parity, even more so than the men. The men have a long-standing hubris for several thousands of years since the fall of Atlantis and the loss of goddess culture, since the perversion of Christianity at the Council of Nicaea. The men have been sitting on the top of the heap, but not really, because mostly what happens is a few men sit on the top of the heap. They oppress all the women let themselves be oppressed, and therefore they're able to oppress most of the men too, because their mother figures are not looking out for the men, are they? They're too busy being underlings, so they're not looking out for most men either. Only gender parity of the type they had in ancient Atlantis can look out properly for both genders, and the reason we show the Statue of Liberty is the Statue of Liberty is very much so the goddess of Atlantis, the goddess Estrella, who I am a living embodiment of, and she was the goddess of divine justice with mercy. She wanted to huddle those masses to help them breathe free and open up the light of the golden door, the heart light of the golden door, to resurrect humanity, as the poem written by Emma Lazarus implies. Emma means the mother, Lazarus, risen with the males also. It's right embodied in the language and the names of synchronicity that occur on our most important symbols of what this experiment in democracy of North America was supposed to be about, and then failed because of patriarchy and a lack of common sense instead of parity and an observance of common sense. So having said that, I'm also going to make some of my outreach calls that I do in the daytime broadcasts. I have in my family and in your family, because you can call in at 773 at 641-715-3800. That's country code 01, country code 1 if you're out of the country, 011 if you're out of this country. We're all in one country. The country is the world. That's our country. But and the universe is also our world and worlds. But you can call 641-715-3580, access code 773342, and I'll be happy to assist, especially women and youth age 37 and younger who want to call into this broadcast. But most importantly, I want to invite those people who fit those descriptions in my own genealogical family, because I know that if they stopped for a minute letting television think for them, because it is patriarchally controlled and definitively mind programming them in the wrong direction, if they would think based on what I have already provided them and what they already know in their hearts and minds and spirits, what is right, they shall become with me first co-Christs of a new millennium that is one of eternal life for all people. So I'm going to make some phone calls to some of these important mothers and daughters and mothers and sons and their sister cousines who are their sisters. The sisters. The sistering is what's missing in the North American culture. Sistering is in a state of mental collapse in North America. It's what George Carlin said. The women are crazy because the men are stupid. The women are very crazy right now in North America, such that they're only place in the world that doesn't have substantive family leave of many, many months and years, as the Europeans have, and doesn't have the parity in government of women, as many countries do already. Many, 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 and have for a long time. But your media doesn't want you to know. No, get down the ladies. Down, the ladies. Can't remember the And the ladies can't seem to remember each other or themselves. That's the funny part of the whole thing. Okay, I'm putting this on mute and I'm going to make some phone calls. You can watch me. I love you. I love you both. I love all your Shekinah. And then we can love all your
You left off. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
People are going to hear me leaving this message for you. They don't know exactly who I'm leaving it for, although maybe some people do. I don't know. But and I've already shown your pictures, you know, many times on these broadcasts. So come on, honeys. And you know the number, 641-715-3580, access code 773342. Let's do it. I'm broadcasting a bunch of times a day. You just need to go on Google's Hangouts on air, and you'll see it.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to continue recording where you left off. Press 4 to send your message with no. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Dear lady, dear poetess, and dear artist, and dear co-secretary generals, co-SZT, the world watching and watching these videos, and there are lots of people watching them. I get some live viewers, but mostly on the videos. No, I'm calling you to be co-secretary generals, co-SZT. Come co-hostess these broadcasts with me. I am going to be very compassionately shaming older women, women who are in their 40s and 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s in North America for betraying their daughters, their sons, and their men because they have been lagging so badly on parity and balance of love and work that they have created a profoundly disturbed culture. And whatever their reasons for, and I'm very sympathetic to the reasons for women for this, obviously patriarchy is a huge nut to crack. But nevertheless, we have to crack it now because the world requires us to save it. And the only way to save it is to end patriarchy and transform ourselves to parity. We either have parity and paradise on earth and earths, or we have patriarchy and planeticide. This is the choice, and you, ladies, have the gifts to bring this most beautifully to your world. And with your other women, Kazina, you know about them, and with the other youth, female and male, age 37 and younger. First go first. The women have to start speaking first. If they don't, I'm going to have to boot the younger women, to boot them in here. Get these older women in here, and get the younger men too, to boot their mothers onto these calls. Because the mothers have no right to sit codependently while their planet is destroyed. Other people in other lands have parity already and have for quite some time now. So let's do this together. I love you. And the world could see me leaving this message and hear it. They just didn't hear it with who it was to. Although some people, because I've shown your pictures, and obviously some people do know. So every blessing, sending the message.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To send your message, thank you. Your message has been sent.
Okay, dear Kazina and all of your Shekinah. This is your Kazina, Rochelle. I am right now broadcasting on Hangoutsz on air. Your This message is being heard, although the initial part of your phone answering, I kept the mute on because I want you to come save your names, all of you women and your young people of our family, on these programs themselves. I am calling you where I live in Silver Spring because that's where television was invented, and the wife of the inventor was really and truly named Grace Love. But our television has been everything but grace and love. It's been demeaning women right and left and turning them into bimbos. You are not a bimbo. Your mother was not a bimbo, is not a bimbo, and she needs to be heard of and talked about. Your family is not full of bimbos. They need to cooperate with you to bring great good to all those that you know. We need to redeem your grandmother and make sure that no one ever gets victim of bad medicine, because that's going on in our family, patriarchal medicine. And I want you to know that your name meaning resurrection means the resurrection of not only our traditional patriarchal understanding of that word, and it does mean that, but it means the resurrection of the female and the male Christhood, the anointedness of both genders. So I want you, and without death, because that was the way of Atlantis, which our family is also connected to genealogically. So I'm broadcasting.
You have reached the maximum time allowed to make your recording. To review or re-record your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2. To mark your message private, marked urgent. To review or re-record your message, press 1. To remove the urgent status of this message, your message has been sent. To send your custom greeting, press 1. Please speak after the tone. Press pound when finished.
Okay, dearest hugs to our precious younger generations there. I've already called some of your sister Kazinas and their mothers who are the sister Kazinas of your mothers. And now I'm calling you because you are the most precious young couple. Now I'm putting this on mute. of all their great-grandmothers, Myrtle, Rose, Pearl, and Marie, and ours, who have such similar overlapping names, Rhea, Ray, Clara, and Azhara, Harriet. And what about Precious Antoinette and Flow of kindness of milk and honey and water, and Risen Rose. Just smell the beautiful smell that that name gives us for our world, a paradisal permeating our world with all the other flowers, like the marigold of Reall, working together. And also the Grandma Popper, Better Than Mary Poppins, and Dorothy, making good on her errors, helping all her generations redeem the whole region with you. Okay, now you have the abilities to be Co-Secretary General's Co-Saviorage right now. You too, I'm going to say your initials, V and L. Okay, now I said it today. You put a little, I put a little toe over your line here on your behalf. You have to stop being dumbed down by the adults around you. They are really dumb. Tell them to turn off TV. Turn off the television. It is controlled by sociopaths and women with electric complexes so deep and thick that they don't seem to understand that they are destroying their planet. Okay? Now, I love you, and we'll say the names of the men, whispering them very quietly so hardly can be heard, because I want you to say your names here first. You've got other young women and young men on the family tree who you know about, and your community tree too, and they're all related. Time to come. Stop hanging back. You're going to make yourself sick. I don't want you to be sick for Valentine's Day. This is a very important time of transition for our planet. You can help make it happen and have great joy for that. Every blessing. And you can hear the kitty cats are right here doing your Aurora Feliz and Mario Rainbow Sweetheart. They've been coming in and out. No, they were just at the door, and now they went out again. But they are here, and they say hi and hugs to Heather and Jam and Heather, and to all the pets and the butterflies and the birdies and the bees, all the flora fauna that are near you, flora and fauna that are near you. You are the budding, blooming, marvelous, miraculous flowers. I'm holding them up with the heart light within you, and you can achieve the rekindling of that for shining good in your mothers and all the women that you know, including Julia Marie, including, oops, let me put that on mute. Budding, blooming flowers with your heart's lights on. See me practically shouting that to you. Okay, and Okay, youngest generations, you can see me leaving this message again. I've already called a bunch of your kazinas and their mothers, your young ones and their mothers. I've already done the outreach and started in our family too, but not with lengthy messages like this one. Now, I'm going to put it on mute again. as Hera Harriet, Rhea Ray, Clara Ra, Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, Marie of Flowing Loving Kindness, Grandma Popper, Better Than Mary Poppins, and Dorothy, learning all the lessons of the Wizard of Oz and teaching that to all of her generations with us. And your names are most important, especially important, with mine and with our mothers and our cousines. If you try to do it without me, you're just going to have a disaster. And the world will have a disaster. I'm the key to the saving of this planet right now. And I don't like being the only key person. I want us all to open the doors to the stargates and to eternal life. I know what the truth is now, and I'm sharing it. I'm capable. I have enough social science background to know how comparative religion and social science fit together. So I want you to understand this. And I want to say also the names of the men of our family as whispers. Julian, Lois, Alan, Emil, Oscar, Paul, Joseph, Milton. And of course the kitty cats are here. Donia Aurora Fleas and Maria Rainbow Sweetheart. Maria Rainbow Sweetheart and Donia Aurora Fleas say hi and hugs to Heather and Jam, Jam and Heather. And to all the, and on behalf of Tiger, on behalf of Whiskers and Tiger and Blackie and Buttermilk and Blackie, let me put it there, Tiger and Holly and Blackie and Buttermilk and Felix. We are a circle. They make a circle. I want to vary the order a little bit and recognize the importance of the females, because that's what our society has been lacking in since the fall of Atlantis, since the loss of Atlantis. So I love you. And I want you to know that you are holy co-secretary generals, co-saviors with me, that we are the cosmic Christs together, and that you can bring your mothers in to become risen goddesses also, apotheosis, female and male, like the Eleusinian mysteries become LU Savioral mysteries revealed. So I give you huge hugs. I'm going to put it on mute again. I did it, so I'm going to say it again. Huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. You're the best. I'm so glad to have you in my life, and I love you so much, and all our family, all of them.
press 1. To please speak after the tone. Press pound when finished.
Okay, here's a message for one of our circle holy baby girls. A big one, real big, beautiful girl. And I'm putting it on mute now. Huge hugs, huge hugs. Oh, and I'll also say the names of the mothers again as Hera Harriet, Rhea Ray, Clara Clara, Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, all of their Shekinah and sisters and daughters, all of them, even the ones that screwed up their nieces. Yeah. And Risen Rose and Grandma Popper better and Marie, the flowing loving kindness of milk and water and honey, and Grandma Popper better than Mary Poppins, and Dorothy learning all the lessons of the Wizard of Oz, and also whispering the names of the men of our family, barely so during this call because you are so caught up with your electric complex that, oh my God. My dears, as we often do during this first broadcasts of the day, we spend so much time on outreach that we didn't have time to do the ceremony, but we have another broadcast coming up very quickly and another one yet during the daytime hours. We do that ceremony twice or 3 times a day as often as we can, and you'll be seeing it shortly, and you can do it with your family and have the Eleusaviral mysteries that are the Eleusinian mysteries revealed and risen as Atlantis risen on this and all planets. We'll be back with you very quickly soon.